Hey guys, Dalton Allison, Sports Director at 89.5 FM WSOU, joined alongside Bob Towey, News Director at WSOU, and we were lucky enough to get UFC fighters Jim Miller and Mickey Gall in studio for an interview.
Yeah, they're the undercard on a major match on Saturday right downtown at the Prudential Center. We're also going to be joined by our resident UFC expert, Tommy Rinaldi. You're not going to want to miss this one. Exclusive content right here on WSOU Online. What's your training playlist like? What's your match day playlist like?
Yeah. Well, they actually just had us submit 4 songs for our open workout that we're doing tonight.
Okay.
I was going to ask Jim what his are, but I put 2 Springsteen songs.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You're really taking the Jersey thing the way.
No, I don't think I'm the only one. We're proud. Jersey people, we're proud to be from Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We take a lot of pride in that. Mm-hmm. So, I got 2 Springsteen songs and a Kendrick Lamar song, and then that Old Town Road.
You know, both of you guys are back in the Garden State where you guys are from, and now you guys really get to fight at maybe the center stage of New Jersey, the Rock, the Prudential Center. So what does that mean to be able to go out and fight in the octagon and just be home again? I'm super psyched. It's like we were saying before, it's cool to, we're gonna look in that crowd, and that's gonna be people that, our people, guys who, like guys who grew up like us, had a similar life, had the city, 40 minutes away, we've all had the Jersey Shore, all us people. It's cool to perform in front of our people, guys who are like us, Like you go to medieval times and you got the you got the blue knight, you got the red knight, whatever corner you're sitting in. Well, we're the Jersey Knights, me and Jim. Yeah. So I expect it to be a big pop and that crowd supporting us. And it's cool for me to fight on a card with him. This is my first time fighting in Jersey as a pro. Mm-hmm. And it's cool to be able to share a card with Jim. Who I feel like a lot of us are like Jim and his brother Dan are they're like our big brothers. Mm-hmm. Well, we like myself and LJ, like when we were looking to get into the sport, those are the guys. And we trained with them, and then now we learn from them their leadership, and then we get to do that to our next level.
Jim, you've had 6 fight of the night performances, and going against Clay Guida, it could be a potential another one. Where do you see this fight going?
We're both veterans. We're both game. We both have been in the mix for a bit and fought, a who's who. So I see this fight obviously I'm going out there. I'm trying to put him away, and he's trying to do the same to me. But if those attacks don't work, I mean it's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to leave a mark on the fans. Because neither of us are going to give in and make it an easy fight for the other guy. So,
there will be blood.
There will be blood.
For sure.
Do you feel maybe a mental or a physical advantage over Salim Touari, given the fact that he's lost his first 2 UFC fights?
Psychologically, he's probably going to feel like, he's got to win this one. Mm-hmm. And you feel like that every fight. You want to win more than you want to breathe. That's all you want. Like my life barely extends past the third. I've tunnel vision to Saturday.
Because I feel like at a certain point, your brain has to go into autopilot because you've been through this before, and you know what it takes to compete. But also, it must be kind of hard to tamp down the emotion.
It can be. It definitely can be. I mean, me, I don't fight. I'm not a Jim Miller is not a thinker. Jim Miller is a doer. So when I'm going to fight, I'm not good at planning things out. I'm not good at setting things up. I'm trying to just be reactionary and kind of let my body do what is there, what it's used to doing, and then what my opponent's giving me. It's hard to do that sometimes. It's hard. Mm-hmm. Like he was saying, you're in there and when your body's not doing what it's supposed to do, it gets really frustrating when you're throw the kick, and your leg's no, and you see it. You see that it's there. You see that you should be doing it, and you're just not. And it can be really frustrating, and you're almost yelling at yourself sometimes. Just do it. Just throw this strike or go for that, and you physically can't. But sometimes it's weird that the conversation you have in your head while somebody's trying to punch you in the face can be weird.
It's wild in there. It's weird. It's weird. It's you're thinking about this one moment for, you're thinking about it every day for 6 to 10 weeks, whatever. you're thinking about this one guy every night when you're going to sleep. You're like, you know what I mean? You'll be thinking about this one dude, and then you're in there, but also you got, there's a cage and there's a crowd, and you hear everyone. You might even recognize a couple people out there, but also you got to keep your focus on this task and not get hit, work your game, manage your emotions.
You've had 7 professional fights. One of them was out of the UFC, and then you got right into it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're at a disadvantage that you didn't have a plethora of pro fights under your belt before you got to the UFC, and you're on these cards where millions of people are watching?
Yeah, I mean, like we said, cage experience is a real thing. It's absolutely a real thing, and I guess there is. I would probably be better prepared or better. I would be a better version of myself if I had a certain amount of fights. But I'm happy with the way my career has gone. I'm welcome to I welcome the having my career be in the spotlight for to a degree, and that all my growing pains will be shown and examined in front of the world.
Once again, guys, huge fights this weekend. Jim Miller is fighting Clay Guida, the Carpenter. You can't miss it.
Yeah, and Mickey Gall going up against Salim Touari out of Poland. It's a huge match. Touari dropping his first 2 UFC matches. Gall definitely with an advantage with a little bit more UFC experience over him. For Dalton, Tommy, and myself, I'm Bob Towey. Thank you so much for tuning in.